Manchester, a city known for its industry, music, and a type of rain so persistent, it's practically a local celebrity.
But what is Manchester really? A place? A concept? Or just a breeding ground for druggies and perverts? Today I, Crispin Steve Stainthorpe, will uncover the depths of this great city. I will be starting sentences in one place
and finish them in another. Let's begin. Manchester is often regarded as the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, a time when Britain asked, what if everything was made out of metal? And what if everything was made out of misery? Here behind me is a place where textiles would have flourished, steam engines would have roared, and the sky would have been painted a tone of grey that artists would later describe as inspirational.
Factories like this one changed the world, transforming fields into industry and rivers into pollution and adults for children in the workplace. This was not merely history being made, it was history being mass produced.
So, what's your favourite type of chimney and why?
I rather like the really tall, thin ones from the mills because when I was a little girl, there was a man who used to climb them and repair them. I used to watch him on TV.
Oh, that's nice. What TV did you have?
We had a one with a wooden box around it. It was very thick. And when the TVs went thin and plastic, my mum was most upset. It didn't match her furniture.
So, it was black and white TV?
It was.
Interesting.
My family was one of the first to have a TV on their street.
Oh, fascinating.
Manchester is home to two of the biggest football teams in the world, Manchester City and Manchester United, or as they're known locally, the Noisy Neighbours. Football here isn't just a sport, it's a full-time obsession. Like most obsessions, it's expensive and occasionally embarrassing.
So, do you think Manchester invented football, or is there just arguments about it?
I think they did invent football, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And would you rather watch your favourite football team lose, or watch all the Gregs around you close?
Watch all the Greg's clothes round me.
You like football?
I do like football, yeah.
What team?
Every level of football, but I support Man City because I used to live in Manchester, then I moved back to where I'm from, but I still support City, but I like to see Accrington, Stanley, Blackburn, Burnley, Blackpool, local sides win where I live. I live over in the River Valley near Blackburn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Football is one of the most popular sports in the world, after running away from things and throwing stuff. But for England, football peaked in 1966, when Geoff Hurst did something no one had ever done before, and no one has ever done since, apart from lots of other people in non-World Cup situations. This is the moment Geoff Hurst became a legend. The ball either crossed the line or it didn't. This was before VAR, when football was played by men, and sometimes Bobby Charlton. People ask, did the ball cross the line? But they never ask, how did the ball feel about it? Was it trying to escape? Was it simply trying to go home? We may never know. Geoff Hurst was born in Ashton-under-Lyne, a small town in England that sounds like it was named by someone who ran out of ideas halfway through. Ashton is a perfectly good name for a place, but Underline? What even is a line? And why are we under it? Should we be worried?
Manchester is also the beating heart of British music. It gave us bands like Oasis, the Stone Roses, and that one band you may insist you'd like if you actually understood music. The Hacienda here once was a place where people came to sweat and dance and make deeply questionable life choices. But today, it stands as an apartment block where you could buy a flat for the price of a small country's GDP. Now, Manchester is famous for its musical talent. Do you believe that's because Manchester actually has talent? Or because it rains so much, people have to stay indoors and practice?
No, I don't believe it's anything to do with the rain. I think regardless of the weather in Manchester, we'd still have plenty of talent. I think it's just something that we do. It's Manchester, isn't it? Regardless of the weather, like I said. would still have all these past musicians and all these talented people that we've had over the years.
Fascinating. If you bumped into Liam Gallagher on the street, would you take a selfie or would you run?
I take a selfie. I wouldn't recognise it. Oh no, I would. I would now.
Why wouldn't you recognise him?
Because I don't know. Liam Gallagher, Oasis. Yeah, oh yeah, I know it. No, she knows him. She's been crazy.
I said maybe gonna be the one that saves me. But after all, you're my wonder. Whoa.
Is this gonna?
This is going, isn't it?
Oh, fuck. I feel like
How do you
this is
feel
an
about me? How do you feel about me?
in- I feel like this is an interview. This is like
This
a
is a-
singing competition.
What? It's a date. How old are you?
24.
I'm 16.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Now this just proves our point that Manchester is in fact a breeding ground for druggies and perverts.
Oh, what kind of an interview is this?
This is slandering.
This is not a good interview for school. I don't take drugs. Let the camera know.
But you are
I
a
do
pervert.
not take drugs.
But you are a pervert.
No, I may be a pervert.
Do you think Manchester is the English equivalent to Liverpool, or do you think we're not quite at that level yet?
I don't really know how to say that. No. What do you wait?
So Liverpool, different country.
Yeah.
Do you think Manchester is the English equivalent to Liverpool?
I would say yes, but they're very close here. You know, it's intertwined in a way.
Manchester's intertwined with Liverpool,
Yeah,
even
they're very close.
even though Liverpool's in France.
Liverpool,
Liverpool,
in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Salah, Mo Salah, you know him?
Uh,
He's in France.
I don't know.
Liverpool?
Football. No.
Liverpool. Beatles. The Beatles
Yes.
from France in Liverpool.
Interesting.
And do you reckon if the Beatles were from Hull,
Yeah.
they'd be the same amount of fame?
Yeah. I mean, with that kind of talent, I think he can make it out of anywhere.
Fair enough. So that's Manchester, a place that's famous for perfecting football and rain. It's got history, it's got music, but most of all, it's got a shopping centre that smells of marijuana. But Manchester isn't just a place, it's a feeling. A feeling of civic pride, of cultural significance, of being damp at all times. And whether you love it, hate it, or just pass through it on the train while thinking, oh, that's where Oasis are from. One thing is certain. Manchester will always be there. Well, I mean, unless something terrible happens. But while Manchester gave the world many things like the first computer, the suffragettes and a football team that insists on winning everything, it also gave us something even more important. A city to argue with. Because just 35 miles away, over some hills and through some motorways that are mostly roadworks, there's another city. A city that's also known for music, football, and telling people how brilliant it is. Next time on Crispin in Britain, I'll be asking, are Scousers actually people, or are they just their own separate species? See you then.